Hey Isa, how you doing? Good morning. How you doing today? How was your weekend? How's everything with you? I hope you are well. I hope you are all right. What's your plans for this week? I'm all good. All good. Thank you. Thanks for asking. This is starting another week. Not much to do, but it's a little bit chilly this morning. So just taking the advantage to do a little bit of training. It's light training. Oh. Work today is okay. Nothing to do. Nothing to do at all, is it? So I just came to work this morning just to have a quick look here in the shed, in the workshop, trying to find something to do, but nothing. So I'm gonna go home. Just before I go home, I'll do my usual little stretch for the day. Not for the day, but at least for the morning, and then I can just get back home. So in the meantime, just doing a bit of work here and there. Not much to do, nothing at all to do. So just come here talking to you guys for a little bit. So maybe later on, I'll get myself busy. I have some work to do at home. So, but here, nothing. And I have my instruments on the car, so I could just be playing some instrument, but nah. No. I'll do it when the sun is shining, when I'm outside, not when I'm just locked inside the shed here. Hello, J Sigma boy, how you doing? I hope you are well. I hope you are great. I hope you are guys are all good. Early birds and turn and shit's stirred. Early morning, boys. Early morning. And yeah, as I say, just being lazy today. Nothing to do. Just came to work and I can go home now. So before I go home, I'll just do a bit of stretching here, and I hope that will keep me going. Just a bit. A bit of stretch. I'm very good, guys. I'm very good. Thanks for asking. I'm good, Isa. What's your name? Mine is Harris. My name is Sandro, buddy. Sandro. I'm from Brazil. I live in England for the past 18 and a half years, but I'm from the south of Brazil. And while you guys waiting for to subscribe to the page and leave your like in the video. You see, you just stop for a couple of days. You just don't stretch for a couple of days and everything just aches. Everything seems like it sees. I didn't do any training on yesterday, and now today it just come back to be stiff. So this is to stretch a bit before I start again. No problem, young lady, no problem if your Wi-Fi gets bad. You can always come back again. I'm from Scotland. Scotland, whereabouts in Scotland are you, buddy? I'm in England at the moment, York. Come on, everyone, let's do a bit of stretching. Let's do some stretching and let's leave your like to the page. Let's leave your subscription in there if you like it. It's in Scotland, but Aberdeen. Well, I don't know this Falkirk. I don't know this place. I know Aberdeen. I've been to Aberdeen before. Nice place. Far from me, far. I can tell, but good place. Leave your like there, guys. Subscribe to the page, and then here we go. Hello, Leon. How you doing? Oh, God Almighty, 3 a.m. What are you? What? God Almighty, that's quite early. No problem, buddy. Thanks for passing by. Thanks for leaving your like. Thanks for sharing some comments in here with us, Leon. Come back later on. We're back in the afternoon, okay? Thanks for passing by, buddy. No, thanks, Lee. I'm glad you did. Goodbye, my boy. Have a good sleep, and I'll see you later on. I don't know, young lady. As I said, I'm just doing a bit of stretching here today, and then I'm gonna go back home. Probably not gonna be here in the afternoon. I don't know when. Just what I'm trying to do now is just to relax a bit. The muscles are very stiff, you know. Mainly top of the hip and the low back. It's not pain, but I can tell something is kind of holding there. Something is a bit stiff. So I'm just trying to stretch as much as I can now. Hey, Hacker, how you doing, buddy? I'm good. Where am I now? It's 9:20. 9:23 is the same time. It's 9:23 over here as well. So good time. How you doing, Hacker? I'm very well. How are you? $425 should be America around this time. What are you doing awake at this time? Philippines, that's correct. I'm sorry, Hacker. Yeah. Well, there's the same time wise in America, Philippines, America. Oh, that's interesting. I gotta go. I need to go to work. Okay, Isa, nice seeing you here. Thanks for passing by. How is things in Philippines right now, buddy? Yeah, try come back later though, young lady. Can tell me what's your work? My work, I'm a coal man. I work delivering coal. That's my main job. I'm a sports massage therapist. So I treat some people sometimes with sports massage, and I'm learning new techniques of Chinese massage too, you know. I'm a chef, so I do catering work sometimes to some people. I'm a teacher of Brazilian martial arts. I have a little company of homemade chili oil sauce, and yeah, pretty much it. And I travel sometimes on the weekends to teach self-defense or workshops of martial arts. That's what I do. And then on the times when I have a spare moments like now, I just come here and I like to stretch a little bit, talk to some people. There is some of my students overseas, so we're just doing a little bit of stretching, a little bit of talking. So basically that's what I'm doing today. As I have no work to do here today, I'm gonna go back home soon. And in the meantime, I'm just here stretching. So whatever I'm doing here is not power, is not speed, is more balance, you know, just to get the body balanced and a bit stretched. Okay. Stand 1 foot and close your eyes if you feel you have some injuries. Body, plenty of injuries, Hacker, plenty. I can even point you how many injuries. Broken left foot, well, it's better now, but it's still recovering. Broken foot, dislocate elbow, dislocate, yeah, that dislocated the collarbone, stretched the ligaments in there, so torn a few weeks ago. Dislocate fingers, dislocate jaw, low back, knees. I'm just a little Frankenstein. Fractures and injuries all my life in martial arts, boy. That's been going since I was 13. So all the time there's something in the body. But as I say, you don't need to keep practicing, because if you stop for any reason, it gets even worse. Mainly when you start getting older, you know, all of these niggles and pains, they start getting worse as you're getting older. So basically, I don't train much of explosion of movements nowadays just to avoid more injuries. Time to time, yes, but that's what I do every single day: stretching and conditioning, just trying to make the muscles stronger, you know. But all of that kind of impact and speed and power, maybe once or twice a week, not every day like before. So now is more how to maintain the body, how to avoid getting more and more injuries. That's why I come here like most of the time, just stretching and then moving, just to keep the mobility of the body. Okay, it's not like anymore when you look at someone and you know you bring all of this power. It's more about how can you actually still be mobile and at the same time not get any injuries. Check it to and a doctor. Oh, never walk. Check it to. Oh, not a problem, but as I say, I will be 42 years old now. I've been had injuries from martial arts since I was 12, 13. So all of these injuries, they are old injuries, you know, like injuries like from 10 years ago, from 20 years ago, from 30 years ago. They are just there. There's nothing what I can do about them anymore. As I say, a part of keep good balance on the training, diet, of course, a lot of can you self-defense? Well, yes, I can self-defense. I used to be back on the days, of course, back on the days when we're talking about back on the days when I was in my 20s. I was working for some people as a bodyguard. I was working as bouncer in some places in Brazil, you know, like indoors, or running some security in nightclubs, or just protecting some people back on the days. Yeah. So now, what I do about the self-defense, I only teach self-defense to some of my students in Capoeira who are already with me for many, many years. I do few class hidden then as like private classes of self-defense. Okay, hands, open hands, knives, sticks, machetes. I don't do guns anymore. I still train. Well, I don't shoot for many years now. When I still had my license, I don't have my license for guns anymore. It's been many years now since I left Brazil. But I still train. I still train with what we call white weapons, blades and sticks, baseball bats, and kind of. So yeah, kind of. Just enough for me to run away when I need to self-defense. Just enough for myself to run when I see the situation. Or something is happening, I can always turn around and run to the right spot. Or divert. But not for fight, not for MMA, not for to go to the ring or to the cage, this kind of stuff. No. It's just for me, for myself. And as I say, sometimes I do train bouncers, or I train people in security. I have like some classes for kids as well. Sometimes I go to give some workshops in some companies, okay? But that's not what I do for a living. That's not what I do on a daily basis. I'm a common, and I only teach self-defense to those who actually are in need to learn something about self-defense, okay? Like for if the job requires. So privately, here and then, not very often. Can you show me the outside? The outside area. I can show a little bit on the outside, but I'm at work, so you won't see much from here. Later on, I can do like in my garden or be somewhere else where I can show more outside. Here is just beautiful. It's a bit windy. There's a bit going around, but there's not much. As I say, I'm just trying to kill the time here a little bit. There's nothing to do, to be honest with you, here today as work. So I was just doing a little tied up behind on the shed. Literally, there's nothing to do, nothing. So I'll wait a little bit longer, and then I'm gonna go home. And then when I'm in my garden, I'm doing some tied up around, so I can make another live there, and I can do some training over there. Okay, but for now it's just nice stretching. That hurt a lot. Not really used for that, but the arm is being used to all of this heat all the time. So this is all part of what, well, you can't see much in the camera now, but now the elbow is being quite strong for a long time. Is your back straight? Yeah, pretty much. Not having problems on the back. Well, pains, but not real problem on the back for many years now. So everything is just right. It's just the belly, as you can tell, is bigger, but back is all good. Of course, as I say, time to time it just gets a bit ache, but that's more because of work and the age. So every day he's lifting 50 kg here on the back, but I can't complain. It's quite good and bendy from both sides. As you can say, it's not bad at all, but I need to keep stretching all the time. I cannot stop. If I stop for one day, oh God, I got this. No problem, buddy. Have a good rest. Have a good sleep. Thanks very much for passing here and sharing this moment with me here. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for sharing the page. Thank you very much. Don't worry, buddy. Opa. And what you guys waiting to leave a like here or just to swear at me? Let's interact here, guys. I'm a good actor indeed, buddy, and I know I don't wish to be a woman at all. No problem. I wish I was a young lad again. I wish my body would allow me to be like a young lad. As I say, a lot of restrictions on the body, a lot of things which I rather not do just to avoid injuries. But I think I'm still okay for my age. Josh. Hey, Josh, how you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming back. Thanks for passing by. How you keeping? How you doing? How is life treating you? Getting legs stretched. Oh, good, buddy. Oh, good. As I said, getting older, Josh. Getting older in life is not, as you know, life don't get any easier. It's a constantly stretch. Every day you need to be in that particular routine when you have to do bits and bits every day. Not going too crazy, to not damage yourself. But if you stop for a day, that's it. That's done. So just try to keep nice and easy as it goes. I'm not far from there. People say, oh, you might say I still another 19 years, but I know it's 19 years. But God, 42 also is not, it's not 20. And for sure it's not 20. You still look young, just slightly gray. I wish the body would still think about that. I wish the body would think I'm still young. Well, it is for me indeed, Josh. I can explore all the elements of the capoeira without putting myself in the thing, say capoeira is the best martial art in the world, capoeira is the best in all the aspects. But for me, it's good for my balance. Capoeira is good for my stretch. Capoeira is good for self-coordination. It's good for my self-defense. It's good for the spirit. I learned how to master the body, you know, with the mind. It's relaxing. The music part of it, the dance, the culture, and the aggressivity when needs to do, and the weapons. So these elements of the capoeira, they bring me to a different stage when I'm thinking like, I might need to start training something different, but at the same time I think, but what for? I can get everything what I need in capoeira for myself. I'm not saying it will work exactly the same for everybody else, you know. What weapons are you used? Many virtues. In capoeira, we use quite a few different weapons. I'll show you one weapon which I train with a lot. Maybe the life will just fall if I show you, but I'll show you. Wait. Right, so back on the days, Josh, that's the history, okay? That was introduced into the capoeira, according to some of the old masters, by the Brazilian prostitutes. How come? Because back on the 17th century, 18th century, the docks in Brazil, where the ships were coming mainly from Europe, they were sunk in the big ports in there, the harbor. And the sailors, they were showing the prostitutes how to use this weapon to protect themselves against someone who would come to fight them. And because the capoeira was in that kind of environment, this type of women, they passed that to the capoeiristas. And through the years, it became a very traditional weapon in capoeira. Not in capoeira, but for the capoeiristas to use back on the days, which is navalha, the cutthroat razor. Okay, so a lot of the old types of capoeiristas, a lot of the, as I say, very old ones, they will use it time to time. That's why I say, back in the days, in my place, when people used to go and fight on the streets, nobody would actually go and do the grabbing and wrestling fight. So jiu-jitsu back on the days, well, we didn't even have jiu-jitsu in my town. And talking about beginning of the 90s and 2000, I think the jiu-jitsu arrived there 2010 onwards, but back on the days, it was judo, Muay Thai, Kung Fu, Karate, and Capoeira. That was the main things. But it was nothing what you could go on the street and fight. And if by any chance someone were fighting on the street and someone grabs the other person, they didn't have to do much. It's just one hand on the pocket, a little twist. It's just a little twist and a turn back. There's nothing. That's it. So situation happens, someone comes and grab, hands go to the pocket, it goes, as it goes right against the body, back there on the blade, which was bringing a straight cut, and it was back to the pocket, and the person just walks off. So this is one of the weapons a lot of teachers and masters in capoeira, they will use. A lot, okay? On the manipulation of the blade, how goes up and down. And in some places, people were doing some performances on the street. But some people say, well, back in the days, people used to put down the foot to fight, and bollocks. People were training capoeira, and when they were doing performance, what they were doing, they were putting that on the foot. So the blade would be on the foot, and they would be kicking each other. They would be just manipulating the body, just do ginga, running around, changing, kicking, or okay, so you have to escape from that. So this is one of the weapons we kind of use in capoeira. That's why I keep telling people sometimes, you know, capoeira back on the days, it was survival. It was the slaves against slaves owners. Now capoeira became more like a folklore, a dance, acrobatics. So people will even say, well, capoeira is a break dance. Now, very few people will practice capoeira as a martial art or bring the elements of the martial arts to their lives. How the world works, we can do nothing to change it. It's just how things are, you know. Also, not many schools they teach these kind of things. Yeah, basically it was, but now became too more folklore. And then people go to play capoeira just to have a fun, to have a little dance, and then they start like for the fight mode and try to slap each other on the face. And I keep telling people, why are you going there? Well, because I can slap you on the face, you can play a game. So yeah, if you're going to slap on the face straight away, that's something which came from culture. If you're going to slap my face, my father always said, the face which the mother gave a kiss is not to be slapped. So if someone will ever slap my face when we are playing with the, if I get a punch, fair enough. If I get a proper smack or movement, fair enough. But if I just come and slap on the face, I'm gonna cut the hand off. If I have the chance in there, if you're on the situation when I see that coming and something comes, it's simply easy to cut the hand off. So it's like, I'm not aiming nobody's part of the body. What I'm aiming is what attacking me. So if your hand's gonna grab me, does your hand what I want off? Is your foot? Does your foot I want it? So that's where the weapons they become very useful when you are fighting on the street. Of course, I'm not saying to carry a weapon, but when someone comes against you and you know how to manipulate a weapon, first of all, if you know how to manipulate a weapon, you're going to run because you know the damage the weapon will do. If there is nothing else what you can do, protection. Grab anything what you find on the floor and use anything to protect yourself. Anything at all that will give you a hand. It's just how the body will be manipulated, how you're going to protect it, how you're going to use for the attack and for the defense. Yep. Well, I believe these races they were number one in most of the countries, you know. I hear a lot of histories about that weapon in England, in Brazil, and everywhere else, you know. So what I say to people all the time, try to avoid conflicts, try to avoid any type of fight. If someone comes after you, just take your distance. When you feel you are safe, run. Just run. You avoid a lot of trouble just by running away. Even though people call you a coward, it doesn't matter. It's all about surviving. Oh, he's a coward. Yes, I am a coward. I'm not going to fight against no one. You are right. If I need to apologize, I will apologize to avoid the conflict. Because once you get to the conflict, it's not about, okay, let's see what happens. No, it's about, we get to the conflict and I'm surviving. And I don't care what I'm going to use or what I'm going to do to be in charge. So, yeah. Live to fight another day indeed. Old school weapons easily available. They are. And but there are ways to at least get, you know, you're gonna see a lot of people like, honestly, just grab a bit of something on the floor, throw in somebody's eye, and run away. But I don't know why people they want, if they see a weapon there, they are like, they try to, you know, run. go home, buy a couple of beers, have a barbecue. There's nothing nice about fights. There's nothing interesting about going fighting. There's nothing nice what comes out of a fight. Okay, nothing at all. Hey, my word, brother, how you doing? Lambari, malandraj. How you doing, brother? How is life treating you? Don't forget to leave your like there in the video already and interacting here with us. So I had some experience back on the days, but as I say, if I had those skills back on the days, probably I wouldn't be alive, you know, in some of the situation what happened in the past. So I'm glad back in the days when I was younger, I didn't have that skills. Não. Rapaz, com o apelido desse aí de Lambari, como é que isso não se descobre, malandro, velho? Ah, boys, anyway, guys, it's been nice. Oh, let me just check something here. Oh, yeah, I came to work today just to find out it was nothing to do today, nothing at all to do at work, and my battery is dying. I have 3% of battery, which is still good. So basically I'm gonna go back home now. I'll do another 5 minutes, maybe a bit more stretch, and then just get ready to pack up and go back home. Okay, there's not much to do here, but there's plenty of work to do at home. Trust me, man. I'm going to be all day long doing some jobs around there. So, yeah, another week starting, another day is starting, making sure we're gonna leave another day. The weather is okay now, so it should go to about 15-16 degrees later on this afternoon, which is for England is great. It's absolutely fantastic weather. Do you have a garden at home? Yes, I have a little garden at home, and I have a couple of allotments which are 100 yards from my house, so plenty of work to do there, plenty. You know, get set prepared for the summer, so put some plant on, I have a couple of chickens as well, so I need to prepare the little house. It's still flexible. Yeah, but if I stop for 2 weeks, all the flexibility might go away. It might take like weeks before I can get that back. Trust me. And I'm just wondering, I'm going to Brazil this year, and normally when I go there I put 10 kilos on, and when I come back it takes weeks, sometimes even a couple of months to get back to the shape. This year I'll try to do something different so I don't kill myself too much on the training later on. Thought you would be a gardener. No, not at all. Just being a coal man, that's all. Just delivering coal here and then. Just go home, do a bit of gardening myself, just to keep the house tidy. That's it, basically. Don't use it, you lose it. Exactly. Right, guys, I shall leave you now. Time to go home. Good, Josh. We can never stop, my man. We can never stop exercising. Once you stop exercising, that's it, and game over. So it's better knowing something, not needing to use it, than not knowing anything when you need to use it. So thank you very much, Josh, for being here today. Good day to you, Lambari, and everybody who spend your times here in this live today. Much appreciated. All the best to all of you, and we speak later on. Bye for now.